Zoom, Alexa, Uber, those are just some of the names that have transformed our worlds, especially in the last year. But as we come out of the pandemic, possibly more technologically savvy than ever before, what could be the next decade have in store for us? Well, to get some of these answers, Lindsay Davis sat down with Gary Vaynerchuk as part of her series, Future of.
The pandemic put us at a standstill, but technology could not be stopped. Innovations continue to push us forward, helping us navigate our new normal, whether working remotely,
I'm not a cat,
ordering and safely delivering our groceries, putting the big screen on our small screens,
and everything will be different.
Or even making like Dame Judi Dench and learning a dance or two.
Little bit of flex.
Sorry, Gen Z, social media has intensified a lifeline to staying connected. But social media also proved a flashpoint for the spread of misinformation.
How do you respond to some who say, but wait a second, that's your responsibility. It's your platform. It's your company.
I think setting the rules around political advertising is not a company's job.
Talks of regulating big tech have increased, companies like Apple recommitting to user privacy. There was also quite a bit of talking to ourselves.
Alexa, set a timer to wake us up in 30 minutes.
Google, help me with my homework.
The connected home became even more convenient while spending so much time inside. Cryptocurrency continued to defy the odds, and not just digital currency, digital art too, known as NFTs. Artist Beeple sold this piece for $69 million at Christie's. You can't even hang it on your wall.
I think it probably means digital art is here to stay.
Fad or the future? That brings us to Gary Vaynerchuk, a household name with 5 New York Times bestsellers. The entrepreneur and marketing sensation boasts millions of followers hanging on his every word.
I just knew that I was going to do my thing.
Famously turning his family's wine business into a multi-million-dollar operation right out of college, investing in big businesses before they hit the big time. Now setting his sights on creating his own NFT marketplace. We asked Gary V about the future of technology. Gary, thank you so much for talking with us. Honored to have you here today on the show.
Thank you so much.
How do you feel that the pandemic specifically impacted the future of technology?
Oh, I think when the historians do their job here, I think everybody watching this, me included, are underestimating how much happened during this year and a half. This is such a substantial change globally that new patterns and habits have been created. Think about all the 40, 50, 60, 70-year-olds that are now comfortable using Zoom, comfortable using TikTok, comfortable having 6 different OTTs, not just Netflix, comfortable buying every product on Amazon or direct to consumer. You had to learn these things because you couldn't leave the house.
What is the future of voice, do you think now, especially that more people are working from home?
I actually think that we're still behind and people don't realize how often we're gonna say, hey Alexa, send me a pizza. So I expect that over the next decade, us getting much more comfortable of not grabbing our cell phone, but talking. In the same way that, and you know and I know this, when you used to grab a Yellow Pages and call. Now you grab your phone. I think the next advancement are those devices. But I think the thing that really popped obviously during COVID was Clubhouse, the app where people really interacted with each other, voice only.
Elon Musk, welcome to Clubhouse.
Thank you. Glad to be here.
And I know many people who work out, walk the dog, brush their teeth while listening to Clubhouse. That used to be music they listened to. That used to be watching a morning television program or even listening to a podcast.
Apple has been really an advocate now for consumer privacy.
Yeah.
As one who's in the marketing guru technology lane, where do you see the future going here?
I think it's great. Like, you know, it's so funny. So many people are talking about the iOS 14 update. The nerd version of that is you're gonna have a lot more control of your privacy settings. I'm thrilled by that. I have never been a marketer that is required to need to know everything. You know, I always remind people, television knows very little. And people run commercials to trillions of dollars. So I'll be honest with you, I'm a little bit kind of the reverse. I now, with more privacy, means I'm gonna get more ads that I don't want.
What do you think the future is as far as our social connectivity and how we interact with each other?
In the far, far horizon, I think the metaverse, VR, is not as far away as people think, maybe another 10 years, which you think people are mad at their kids sitting on a phone all day? Wait till they put a VR headset or maybe by then contact lenses and literally live there.
That's just 10 years away?
Whether it's 10 or 20, I would tell you I'd be stunned if it's 30, which is, a blink in the eye, right?
You've been reminding me of all these things that technology has made obsolete, like encyclopedias. Remember those?
Remember everybody who said they wouldn't give up their BlackBerry when the iPhone came out? I mean, that's 2 minutes ago. Right now I'm living it with NFTs. Everyone's like, I'm never gonna buy an NFT. Everybody's gonna buy an NFT.
And to that point, let's explain, because you talked about how even the older generation during the pandemic was kind of like forced into NFTs, but there are still a lot of people out there, me included, who don't really understand. Can you give us like a 101 on cryptocurrency and NFTs?
NFTs are a digital asset that sits on a blockchain which proves that you own it. So it's a ledger, but it's a digital asset. Remember how people bought sheep on Facebook for Farm Bill? As we become more digital, we're gonna want to own digital assets to collect, to trade, and to show. So for example, I believe every ticket to every concert and sporting event in a decade is an NFT. Instead of the paper that we used to use, instead of the QR code that you now use on your phone or app, you will have an NFT. That will get you into the stadium, but it's also an asset. So if that becomes a magical night when Zion Williamson scores 80 points, you can then sell that NFT on the open market. There's only been 2 times I've felt this, the internet itself and social media. So I know it's gonna be big, I really believe that.
Tell us about your NFT startup in particular.
I launched something called Veefriends very recently, Veefriends.com, which is a bunch of characters similar to like Care Bears, similar to Transformers, He-Man, just characters that have all these human attributes I care about: empathy, kindness, accountability. Breakfast Bats, that is the access extras on this token. So it's a collectible, but what I did was, in the smart contract of these 10,255 tokens that I issued, is a pass to a 3-year conference called VCon, a South by Southwest meets Rolling Loud Coachella, cultural and business Davos, whatever, those kind of conferences, a super conference. So there's an extra value underneath the asset. The answer is, you're not gonna find nothing if you're still dwelling on what got you to this spot.
What do you think it is about you that has really, you're able to relate so well with your audience?
I was born in the Soviet Union. I'm so grateful. I'm completely driven by gratitude. I don't believe just because I'm a very successful entrepreneur that makes me better than anybody. So between my intent and my interest in speaking to people, not down to them, that's my intuition if I had to guess on why it's clicked.
Our thanks to Lindsay. What a fascinating conversation.
Hi everyone, George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel, and don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.